Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Shobo. Today is, of course, Monday, August 23rd, 2021. And, yeah, I've been a little busy over the weekend. I hope that, folks have enjoyed part 8 of the Newlius playthrough, which has introduced. I don't know why I did this, but I do have this tendency to say cue the Hallelujah chorus. Therefore, we may now actually cue the Hallelujah chorus by hotkey. It's absolutely glorious. This particular sound clip is from a public domain release, so I shouldn't have to worry about a dang thing. And I made sure by having it included in the Newlius Part 8 video, which just went live, that YouTube wouldn't have any issues with it either before using it for the stream. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious. So whenever we do something where it is appropriate to cue the Hallelujah chorus, we will, in fact, cue the Hallelujah chorus. Going forward, that is the newest thing, and the beginnings of a soundboard, quote unquote. Yeah. So besides that, all I really did this weekend was like clean a little bit. As it turns out, my lights that I have sitting above me, my two great big boxy lights, were encrusted with dust on the top of them. So I took care of that, and yeah, sure enough, today I am not nearly as allergic as I have been. I haven't been feeling the congestion or the allergies as much. So today is Planet Coaster Day, and today is very likely the final Planet Coaster Day as I load up the game. Ah, glorious. The beautiful, wonderful game. Last time we met for this game, I finished the campaign and did the whole of the final scenario. We ended about an hour early or so. Oh yeah, the cats. Dolly had a appointment on Friday with the vet to get her yearly rabies vaccination. Ollie's turn is this coming Friday, and Dolly did fine. She's absolutely wonderful, glorious. She behaved well, apparently. And when she got back, Ollie didn't recognize her for the rest of the day. He would walk up, sort of recognize. There was some degree of recognition there by sight, but when he smelled her, I think specifically the site where they did the injection of the vaccine, he smelled that, and then he would hiss at her, growl at her, back away from her. He was the one backing away from her, trying to get away from her. He didn't want to be anywhere near his sister for that remainder of the day, and he got very, very upset that she smelled different. To which, this is a very common thing with cats. If you do take one away to go to the vet, this does happen in multi-cat households. Extremely common behavior. It just, they don't recognize it. They think that it's an intruder or something. It's not actually well understood why the cats have that behavior, and it's only with other cats. That's the other thing. You can go out and come back and smell different. The cats don't care about you smelling different. In fact, they'll just like sniff you to get your new scent in their minds. Figure out where you've been, what you've done. When it's the other cat that lives in the house, if they come back smelling different, it's war is on for some specific cats. But at least with ours, they just like run away from each other. The house is big enough that they can get enough space between them when they don't really like each other so much. Yeah. That hissing and growling went away by the following morning on Saturday. They are best friends again. Or as best of best friends as siblings can be. Okay. With all of that, hello and welcome to today's stream. Today we are in fact going to play a challenge mode map, and this may in fact be the end of the series, considering there's not really much else to do here. I don't like sandbox. I'm not a creative person. I don't see a point. The only reason I have to play in sandbox is as a roller coaster designer mode. That's the only reason I have done anything in sandbox mode, period. In fact, honestly, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 has a dedicated roller coaster designer that I wish they had for this, because I don't want to start a sandbox map just to design a roller coaster. I want to just be given this completely flat map about the size of a normal scenario map, just completely blank slate. None of these are a completely blank slate. None of these, maybe custom, but none of the pre ones given to you is completely flat, which I don't care for much for it. I wish there was just a like coaster designer mode that is completely flat terrain to work with infinite funds and all of that and everything researched. Similar to Sandbox, but the focus is building out, testing roller coasters that you can then save the blueprints for and use in whatever circumstance you want to use them in. As for what map we will play for this challenge, it is currently August, late August. One would think that the answer would be something tropical or desert, considering the heat, but no, we're playing in Arctic on harder, the hardest of the difficulty settings. So on harder mode, you have few items researched, guest happiness drops very quickly, the breakdown rate is apparently fast, ride reputation declines very quickly, but there's no point considering that the ride reputation does eventually increase again when the ride becomes classic. So that's not much of a downside, to be honest. It's like, okay, it'll just go down and be in that low period for an extended period of time, but it does eventually ramp up again to be 10% higher than when it was new when it becomes classic. Like, or it goes to a flat plus 10%. I don't know what it is when it's new. It might be around 10 or higher. I don't really know off the top of my head, but there's a fluctuation to prestige multiplier with ride reputation, meaning we will have a period where we have to charge less money. But yeah, and outside of that, guests are in fact harder to attract. Let's see how we do. There's some other things in here that it didn't state, like you start with the ability to take 2 loans, immediately pause. Okay, how are we doing? We of course start on this glorious map, which is mostly flat. There is snow buildup, little hills of snow on this map to take into consideration. Have a restaurant with at least 2 rooms. Wait a minute. That I can't. I don't have restaurants. Aren't restaurants a DLC? I'm pretty sure. Oh, we can unlock restaurants. What? And hotels and small attractions as research. Hello, Ollie. Wow, that was crackly. Hey, piano? Piano, why are you crackly? Well, I guess that's gonna go off. Save changes. No, I don't want... There's no changes. Hey, piano, come back to me. Come back to me. Where's my... So the frustrating thing about, Cakewalk is that you have to, like, have a profile, and you, like, open the profile, and you have to have the program open to actually hear the piano. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Hello, Ollie. Oh, there he goes. Ollie's running. He's running off. So, question. Why did none of the campaign scenarios include hotels, small attractions, or restaurants? Why did none of the why did none of the scenarios in the campaign have anything involving hotels, small attractions, or restaurants? I don't know. I can play the piano, question mark. I have a piano. I'm learning to play the piano. Ish. I haven't been lately. I've been slacking on taking the time, but I mean, I physically have one next to me. I have keys that I can play on a full-sized electric piano sitting next to me. The cats like to play it too when they come hopping up to get to the desk more easily. The desk is one of those IKEA desks. It sits fairly high. So the cats, they're lazy. They don't want to jump from the ground up to the top of the desk if there's an easier way to get up here. And the easier way is the table that the piano is sitting on. So they jump to the table and climb on the piano to climb onto the desk. And end up playing the piano in the process. But yeah, things like the Cakewalk application. I don't like that it crackles like that. I really don't. So we don't have the finances to do any research at the moment. I need to get into ATMs. I need ATMs, so we need to get the first aid thing. Why is the UI just not doing stuff? Like, why can I not move this window around? Like, this window... This has been frustrating me the entire time, doing the entire campaign, is why can this not be moved? Why does it clip just because I have the UI scaling set to be above? It's set to 160% to auto scale. Why is your interface auto scaling clipping off elements of the UI in the park management screen? Like, huh? That doesn't make any sense. Here. Wow, that's tiny. Hey. I mean, I like it this tiny, but... Monthly cost, 100 to 500. Total cost, 100 to 250. Why does that... Okay. Yeah, I don't like it this small, because that's... Now, why is there nothing between 100 and 160? That's an even better question. So when we have it larger, 1 tick larger, when I go to this screen and I hover over this line of researches, I can't see the monthly cost on the tooltip because it gets hidden. The bottom ones, the tooltip actually goes above, but this is a bug. Those tooltips should be up and not below, right? Like, am I crazy here? These tooltips should do what these do. That's straight up a bug right there. That shouldn't be happening. Anyway, loans. We start the game able to take 2 loans. A grand total of $4,500. Yes, that does say that the $3,000 loan has 50% interest. That absolutely says that a $1,500 loan has 60% interest. What rides do we start with? The Wild Blue. That costs $1,600. We have Chief Beef, Cosmic Cow Ice Cream, Cosmic Cow Milkshakes, the Hot Dog Squad, the Pizza Pen. Oh right, staff. Settings. Game. I do not want staff management features. That is the very first thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to turn off staff management features. No. Just no. Security, yes. Reputation, yes. And snapping, yes. But not that stupid staff management feature. That feature is just dumb. Very badly designed from the start. I have no intention of playing with that mechanic ever. Okay, so the only real thing we can do here, because we start the game with $2,000. And only $2,000. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna tell it to do main sequence 4 times. We need to place an entrance. And an exit. I need to... No, I don't want to do that way. Okay. Connect that. Connect that. Okay. We have $269 left. Hello, welcome. I'm probably going to fail a few times, but we shall see. We shall see. We are on harder. And I have not played challenge mode ever. So let's see. I should get a drink shop if I can afford it. As for its position, I have a choice between the Wild Blue and the Venetian Carousel. That's it. That's all I have on harder. There's no other option, and I'm gonna take the Wild Blue. Just gonna point that out. And I've seen plenty of evidence that the Wild Blue is just fine for setting up a park on harder. Come on, plop it. There you go. I have seen plenty of evidence. I've seen people with, like, making lots of profit with 3 of these things, taking all 3 of the loans and just building 3 Wild Blues right at the start of the game. And then there's people who don't take any loans and start with 1, and it's just fine. Trust me, it'll be fine. Unless they've drastically changed things and how the game works recently. Another challenge is available. Like, I can't make $500 from rides. That's fine. That is fine. A lot, and a lot. We will add the Venetian Carousel when we have enough money. Because it does earn an amount. Milkshakes. Pricing. 9.5. Probably not going to start with the janitor. That's the other key thing. Now, I would normally pay you more at the start, but don't think I can do that. We have $69.50 to make the queue look nicer for this ride. So, and also I would like a bin here. Yes, there should be a default option to set all these, but nope. You have to do it fresh every single time. Fresh every single time for all of the extras. I would really prefer there to be a, like, all extras button on the thing. Like, just apply to all in this list. But nah, that isn't part of it. Unfortunately. So, I do not have access to flamethrower bursts. Oh, woe is me. So, we'll look at all. We will price low. And there are these wonderful items that only cost 50 cents. So, what shall we use? I'm thinking Splat. Ah, yes. The glorious multicolored splats. Splats everywhere. Now, are these things even adding? Yes, they are adding to the Q scenery rating. So there's a few splats. Trees? Are there 50-cent trees? There is a $1.50 flower. Has there been, like, research? What does the $1.50 flower add? 1 whole %. We're at 6. Are we at 7? Yes, we are. Like, I'm used to flamethrower bursts where I can just put, like, 20. How are you looking now? 20 whole %. Can we at least get it into the yellow? With our remaining cash. How you looking? We are in the yellow. Here, have another type of flower. Just stack them floating magically on top of each other. Ooh, we can change the colors. We can make them blue. We can make them red. We can make them yellow. And we can change them from being green to being white. White and yeah. Glorious. Tree add a lots? Well, let's see. What's the first tree? I have $1. Let's see what happens. I'm probably gonna have to take a loan, but we shall find out. Come on, people have arrived. This thing needs to do its test quickly. We are at 45% here on the Q scenery rating. I have nothing that I can trigger either, which sucks. Will you finish by the time the first guests reach the park entrance? Well, they came in. That's a good sign. And they immediately left. Yay! Because the ride is still testing. Are we going to have another one do its thing? It doesn't matter that it's slightly negative right now. Just means I can't build something. I can still take loans. Alright, $8.94. We're going to charge 26. What's the timeline here? So we're fine. So you get a 105% boost, and then 100 down here. You get negative. Old for a while, you're at 70% of normal. But then it starts to climb until it's classic, and when it's classic, it's more than the other thing. Yes, I did set the custom sequence on purpose. On purpose. Now that we have an open ride, a few people should show up. A few people. And they're going to pay me $26. They're going to run out of money, and they're immediately going to leave and be refreshed with new people. And if they don't want to get on, they can immediately leave and get refreshed with new people. 'Tis as simple as that. And look, I now have positive money again. How lovely. We are positive cash. We now have over $300. Well, would you look at that? Money is coming in. Even though a few people are leaving because, yes, they don't want to be on an intense ride like this. That's just the way it is. I am, in fact, earning cash. And people are entering the park. And the queue is actually pretty fast. Now, I have an achievement. I have completed my first ever challenge. By achieving a monthly profit from rides of $500. Claim my $1,000. We can in fact build another ride. I think this is an hallelujah moment. This is definitely one of those hallelujah moments. We've made money. We have completed our first challenge. This is definitely an Alleluia moment. Alright. So. Do I try to max the Q scenery rating here to eke a little bit more money out of this ride? Or just build another ride? The answer should be obvious. We just build another ride. Now, yeah, the next one should probably be the Venetian Carousel, followed by another Wild Blue. Once I have the funds for that, this carousel will go right here. The entrance will go here. The exit will go right over here. I really don't care about where the, like, people enter, exit from. I just don't. The Venetian Carousel. This one also gets a custom setup. It gets to spin fast 9 times. Okay. You know, I wish I'd put it so that the queue could share some of this scenery, but oh well. Path. Queue. There you go. Test that ride, please. And then while it is testing, I can plonk down... How much do trees cost? There's a large green bush, that's $2. Where's our first, like, tree? Those are vines and ivies. There's a rhododendron. Or rhododendron, excuse me. That counts as a tree. What did that... Oh. What did you start with? Okay, that's... a percent. A singular percent. So, you know what? I'm probably gonna stick with the stuff that's like $1. You get to now hide all the stuff. The magical floating obstructed. How dare you be obstructed? Go there. Alright, how many did I build? We're at 63%. Oh yeah, and of course we can't we can't actually change the color on those. Oh noes. How you looking now? 73, you're green. Thou shalt be green. Here, have some splat. The 50-cent splats. Oh yeah, 77. Splat doesn't add much. 79. Yeah, I think I like those Scaevolas that add a whole percent for $1. I have a challenge. Have 45 visit hotels. One more? Seriously? Alright, there you go. Congrats, you are at 100. Hey, buddy, you're at a nice number. Let's improve that nice number. Just spam all the things. How you doing? You're at 96. 7, 8, 9, and one more for good luck. You're still at 98. Oh, there you go. 100! 100 Q scenery rating. Let's extend my path a bit for future rides. Start getting in additional bins. Let the game run. Because I don't have a janitor yet. I may want to hire a janitor now. I think I can afford one. There you go. You get to have some fun. This carousel will take a minute. A couple of minutes. Its ride duration should be somewhere in the 270-something second range. Oh, it's 100 and something, 70-something. Let's see. Come on, carousel. Do your thing. You're done. 179.4. Your prestige is 1,050. People, just for, like, future sake, will pay $30 to ride you. How many people ride on the carousel at one time? How many actually are on here? Wait, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 21, 2, 3... I don't know, it's like 25, I think? Somewhere around there? Ride time... Oh yeah, this thing makes like $4 per ride second. Yeah, the math is actually right on the cheat sheets, the outdated cheat sheets. It's actually pretty accurate. They come up as $3.98 per second of ride time, but they assume that the best ticket price with no scenery is $20. So we shall see. Looks too gentle for me. I mean, yeah, sure. It's too gentle. Yeah, fine. Be that way. We're gonna start attracting guests that want to ride on gentle rides as well. Hopefully. There you go. We'll get like family units coming in to ride on the Venetian Carousel. It is a fast queue. Oh, I have enough money to buy another Wild Blue. So I will. How glorious. Place the entrance over on that side and the exit over on that side. Get that connected and then build my queue through the scenery a bit so that it gets the full amount from that scenery. This will need to main sequence 4 times. It needs to do its test, so we'll let it do its test. How are the guests right now? Pretty soon I'm gonna need to add toilets and such. Let's go ahead and actually research the first aid. It'll take 30 days. I'm okay with that, actually. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a restroom right here near the main entrance. People will, in fact, pay me $1 to use the restroom everywhere I have restrooms. There isn't that much of a desire for the food quite yet, but we're going to place down the chief beef regardless. Chief Beef is going to have all of the extras set to a lot. $19 for the Burger XL. It's $14 for the Burger. 14 or $14.50, I never remember. 14. Set that to be the same price across the park. People will only ever have a Chief Beef to purchase food from. And then staff. Janitor gets paid $10 more. You get paid $15 more. Actually, you know what? The janitor gets $135. There we go. I do not currently have a mechanic. You will add a mechanic and set these rides to every 10 minutes. To give the mechanic something to do. Alright, you're testing. It should come up with the same prestige as the other ride. Oh, speaking of the other ride. Yeah, you're now at 1061. So you should be charging at least 30. You should come up the same. As you finish, you're gonna be charging 30 open, just so that there's a bit of a difference between these. We're gonna make our planes look a little different. I don't know, I like that blue and yellow. Unless we want it to be, where is it? Orange and black or red. I don't like that as the red. It's more like yellowy than orange. Orange. Yeah, and then this can be black. Now the base, I don't know what color that is. Which one of these two? Is it you? Oh no, that's just what the operator is wearing. Ha! The operator. We can change the color of their shirt. And then I guess this color is the everything else. Black. Huh? Interesting. Or maybe that's just the time of day. Oh yeah, time of day. Your perpetual daylight, please. I made $2,830, $35 in the previous month. Huzzah! We made money. Apparently, average guest happiness was in fact declining, and people are now complaining of thirst. But I've got a milkshake. But you have milkshake! I think the guests demand more milkshake. We need to add more drink. Research. We're gonna research Gulpy. And, yeah. We are successfully bringing money into the park. I don't know how one would measure success in challenge mode, but, I don't think that, we're going to lose. at this point. Like, I think bankruptcy is beyond us now. Oh, good, it actually went black. It eventually updated to match the colors in here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Beautiful. I like. They're synchronized-ish. We do have a bit of a queue on that carousel. Oh, good. People are really happy. We have $4,000 ish. We're spending a fair amount of our profits on research. But I do need to get into the ATM. Actually, as quickly as possible. I am willing to spend the full 500 on that. You know what? Go faster. Just go faster. I want these researches. In particular. The ride researches, are what they are. This, though, do we actually start with any custom coasters types? We start with the Launched, Copperhead Strike, and the American Arrow. Well, if we ever get 21 grand. Why did you... I pushed the button and it didn't take me to the research screen. We now have Gulpy. We now have Gulpy. Oh, that's, yeah. From here on out. Gulpy energy all the way. Don't edit that building. I want you right here. Now, Gulpy energy is gonna solve two issues in one go. The issue of drinks and the issue of energy. Because we're not gonna put park benches anywhere in this park. That sounds like a terrible idea. No, no, no. Instead, we are going to be charging people $7.50 for a Gulpy energy and $11.50 for the XL variety. Yep, that's what we're doing. And then I am gonna let that sale happen, but delete the milkshake. Goodbye, milkshake. There is a challenge available. Make a fireworks display holding 100 guests' attention for 30 seconds. That really requires you to have 100 guests in your paths, and, nah. I also have to research fireworks. Oh yeah, research fireworks. You. I need you. I need you. Right. There is a staff vendor who is... Oh. Okay. It auto-fired. $3,500. Really? That's surprising. There really should be some sort of a mechanism in the game that stops being able to do this. Like, there should be some sort of ramifications for having multiple of the exact same type of ride in your park. If there are, it's not a stringent enough thing. Alright, we have the magical ATM. The absolutely magical ATM. We're going to want to place the ATM. A few of them. You go there. You go there. We'll start with 2. See how they do. There we go. Immediate! An immediate transaction! Thank you so much for the immediate transactions. People want money. They want to give me all of their money, drain their bank accounts, to continue riding the rides in my park, and that is success. Alright. Well, with our success and $4,000 without any loans whatsoever taken out at the start of this challenge, by the way, I need to research some actual rides, or I would like to research some actual rides. We'll start with Twist and Spin Thrill Ride. And you know what? I have the money. I'm gonna also research the Gentle Spin Cycle. And from here, we can basically just do whatever the hell we want. Because we have a solid base. Now, will people start demanding even more and more and more things as we go? Yeah. Yeah, they will. In fact, I will want to have another restroom over here. There you go. Enjoy your restroom. I don't have any first aids yet, so folks are going to demand the first aid at some point. They'll be like, hey, why is there no first aid? There should be a first aid. Well, now there's a first aid. Congratulations. Research project ready. Oh, hey! Flamethrower bursts! Our favorite. Multiple staff members have a high workload. Okay, you get trained. Why does it say multiple have a high workload? It's one person. One person has a high workload at a Gulpy Energy. Okay. Sure. I really don't know what restrooms and hotels are, so we're gonna get rid of those challenges. I really don't have any idea what they are. They did not come up in the campaign whatsoever. The game has taught me nothing about them. I don't know why it expects me to know anything about them at all. So, yeah, we're not gonna have those as challenges. Or at least not gonna complete them. Wild Blue 1 has broken down. How sad. Our first breakdown. We have the money to compensate for that breakdown. Because everyone, as they eject themselves out of the queue, which fortunately is a relatively short queue, gets an immediate refund of the $30 price that they paid. We're open again. Huzzah. That immediately made this more traffic-y. It's fine for now. We only have 200 guests. And 393 rating. So, scenery. I should officially have access to my favoritist of favorite thing in the entire universe, the $10 Flamethrower Burst. Approximately 20 to 30 of these on any ride queue will make it immediately 100%. Yeah, that's $200 to $300, and you can do that with static objects like this, but it doesn't look a mess like all this does. You know? Let's see, so let's have a look at the research. I can afford to pay more money to make these go faster. Considering I have 7 grand after paying research. Yeah. So this is a challenge? Huh? Unless we can, because, like, this is the end of my streaming series, this particular stream day, I'm gonna not be continuing anymore with Planet Coaster because we've now beaten the entirety of the campaign. and have successfully made a park in challenge mode. We'll grow it as much as we can over the course of this 3-hour stream. In the next couple more hours, of course, we'll keep adding to it until we end. But my main criticism of this game is that it's way too easy. Like, it's absurdly easy. And then this one is the whirly rig. Okay. Like, I feel like I can just screw around now, because I've got a solid base. The park will just generate money infinitely. Heck, it's in my best interest to wait for these rides to become classic in 12 years. It is actually in my best interest just to let the game run for 12 years for these rides to be classic. They will always be ridden. I'll be able to charge more money for them overall. And they'll just always be generating me money to power the rest of the development in the park. It's just a little absurd just how easy this game is in reality. Of course, I am, in fact, relying a bit on quote-unquote cheat sheets over the course of this. I understand. It is going to be a little bit more difficult if you aren't actually looking up the proper prices to price things, and the ride sequences that help to maximize the amount of income from any particular ride. I do understand that, but when you're playing efficiently makes it really easy. I suppose that should be the criticism, is that playing efficiently makes it too easy. And we all know I'm all about playing efficiently. Or as close as I can be while still having fun. You lost a little bit of money. Interesting. We are losing a few guests. Like, how? How are you thirsty? How are you thirsty? You're in queues, that's why. Let's get more people around. Let's see. I unlocked Scissor and Whirly Rig. Alright, let's see. Scissor. Alright. Whirly Rig. Not so much alright. I'll plonk them both down. I'll build a Whirly Rig here. This one, entrance will be over here, exit will be right down there. I want to put a spur path. Yes, purposefully wiggly. Not scenery, path. Queue. Let's get our good friend, the flamethrower burst. That is 20 flamethrower bursts and 100% scenery queue rating. It looks cleaner to me. I don't like all this, like, goop spam. People have made a bit of a mess over all of these bushes. Yes. I'd much rather this. Now, the whirly rig. What are we going to do with you? We're going to do clockwise rotations 6 times. Interesting. Like, I don't think it matters, because it's going to have the same ride time no matter what, but alright. Go for it. Add a trigger sequence onto you. Done. And let's go ahead and build the scissor directly across. Lock the entrance and exit path. There you go. Good enough. How much of the... most of it. How much of the nearby flamethrower bursts are how many of these are impacting this one? Well, the answer is most of them, if not all of them. So you're going to get yourself 1 glorious flamethrower burst. Scissor. What are you going to do? You're going to do spin fast 9 times. Oh, glorious. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Go ahead and test that bad boy out. Add in our singular object to trigger. Let the game run as we do our tests on these rides. And then I'll probably be saving money for things. You know what? I want bins all over. We're going to add in ourselves a additional first aid, no, restroom here and here. Add in the Gulpy energy here and more food there. Little bit removed from the pathway that will allow people to queue up without causing congestion. What was that notification? Challenge available. Obtain an overall happiness of at least 99% for staff happiness for 3 months. You do realize that that involves paying people a lot of money, right? And actually making sure that they have, Oh, you go fast. You! Oh, joy. You'll be charging $8. You're now open. Congrats. $8, 108 seconds, however many people fit into these things. I think it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. How you doing? 8.56. You'll charge 25 for the moment. Open you up. Well, I think part of me also would like to start adding in real scenery. So, let's see. Let's get the festive theme. Obviously, we are going to want to have the festive theme for this particular park. How you doing? You are open. Wild Blue 3 has broken down. Oh, noes! It broke, did. Well, let's have a whole bunch of people now flood out of that queue and start going to other rides. As it immediately gets fixed. Cool. Anyone want to ride my whirly rig? Yes, a few people want to ride my whirly rig. As we get more coming over this way, distributing more. And we have 329 people. That's not too bad. I mean, I don't really care about the staff thing for 3 months. Multiple researches are now available. Because, yeah. That's just something that'll potentially happen at some point. I'm paying them and they are happy. Reveal the research. Teacups! Reveal the research. Tri-Storm. I'm actually hunting for one very specific thrill ride. We're gonna be hunting for one very specific thrill ride. What if I remove all staff for 3 months? Ha! Well, that might do it. We shall see. The problem with removing staff, I mean, yeah, sure, I can remove the staff that have low workload. That would be how I would cheese it. Is go in, find the staff who are lower happiness, fire them, and then everyone else will be at their high still, ideally. They might need some training, they may hit high workload. But, yeah, otherwise, everyone is fine. I never did pay the mechanic more, did I? Yeah. So you're gonna get paid more so that you are happy with your normal workload. And you will slowly increase up to 100, ideally. You will increase to 100. You're probably capped where you are. I really think the challenge is more designed for if you have the extra staff mechanics enabled. I did not get the extra staff mechanics enabled. I really, really did not want that. This ride is 186 seconds long. You couldn't pay me to ride this thing. You couldn't pay me money to get on one of these things. Just, no. Not as bad as some of the horrors I have seen in here. This thing is just a glorified Ferris wheel. Like, this is a Ferris wheel. It's just a Ferris wheel. Like, huh? Festive scenery, excellent. Cool. What do I want next? I don't know. I want to place... Oh, hey, I made like 4 grand. Some genuine scenery around the park, like, yeah, gingerbread house right there. Another one right there. What's the front? You, right there. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna start to push our scenery rating up, and therefore our park rating will increase. And the higher our park rating, the more guests will be attracted to the park. And of course, the happier the guests are, that is a multiplier to the scenery rating, to the overall park rating at the end, once everything gets added up. So, we have to be careful not to artificially inflate the park rating too awfully much, or else people will be... there will be overcrowding and people will not be as happy because we don't have the proper services to keep them happy. I will, however, keep on building out my stuff here. Plonking my gingerbread houses. High levels of... Ah, hello. We're starting to have theft, so have a couple of security guards. Glorious. Let's see, we are at 75 scenery rating. Wild Blue is no longer new. Oh well. Yes, let's add... That fits wonderfully there. Yes, that fits beautifully. That little thing. I guess you technically fit there. We made it $2,000, but a ride broke down, so we lost some money. Are you gonna repair that anytime soon? Yes, there you go. Alright, ride, stuff, research. We're almost ready to reveal the next rides. I'm looking for the cube. Because the cube is busted. It is supremely overpowered. We've unlocked Zozo. We can charge a lot for Zozo, but it doesn't carry that many people. Insanity is a really good ride. But yeah, like, as soon as... let's keep an eye on the... Prestige... versus price. It's still okay at 30, but when it's down to 70% multiplier on Prestige, that's gonna cause issues. I'm gonna have to lower it a little bit more. All right. I have $8,000 to work with, to play with. How is our scenery rating? 110. That's pretty good. I'm noticing we're getting about half our park rating as our total number of guests. Now, this, of course, being harder difficulty, it is a function, and difficulty plays a role in this function. So, for this particular harder challenge, it does appear as if it's trying to make sure that you maintain half of your park rating as guests at max guests. So we're going to want to get really high park rating if we want to have like 3,000 plus guests in the park. We do not want to have 3,000 plus guests in the park. That would absolutely destroy the game performance. I'm actually happier having fewer people in the park. Speaking of which, I should add our good friend, the ATM, over here. Yeah, $6,000. That's great. That's fantastic for profits. I'm almost at $10,000. And I don't even have marketing going. I don't even have marketing. Ride is broken down again. That's the other thing about this challenge difficulty, is that the rides break down more frequently. But I don't think I care. This quote-unquote harder challenge is just a challenge to start the map profitably. if you know how to start the map profitably, it's no longer a challenge. To be completely honest, it's super simple. But anyway, research. I'm gonna bump you up to be faster, because I know that neither of you is the cube. I just want a cube. And then I want to build 5 of them. I don't need to build 5 of them, but I want to build at least 1 of them. What is our challenge? I don't have hotels. Goodbye. Nor do I intend to do the stupid fireworks display. Nor do I intend to have my staff happy for 3 months. Just, no. Try again. You only give me $1,000 per challenge. Come on. I did get a achievement for completing a challenge. I apparently need to create a roller coaster with a 150-meter drop for an achievement. That'll happen eventually, maybe. Reveal that research. The elixir machine. Oh boy. The Psychola. That and that. The cube says something about being gyroscopic, so I don't think either of these is that. What'd that say with thefts? 9. Oh yeah, that's right, I didn't pay my security guards 15 extra dollars. There you go. You should be doing better. I may add another security guard. Don't forget to pay that security guard 15 more. Okay. You'll get paid more. That's good. You still have high workload. Interesting. Hey, have an entertainer. There we go. I've almost got enough money to buy a roller coaster. Oh boy. Ah, such a beautiful park. I would like to at least have a roller coaster to be like a real theme park with roller coaster for this particular harder challenge before we call it for the stream at the end of the stream. Just you know, roller coasters. The whole point of the game, right? Planet coaster. We should at least have some of those, but first comes the cube. We must the cube at some point. Speaking of which, start one of those. Many guests are thirsty. How? I have 3. I have 3 places with which to take care of that need throughout the park. Reveal. Kickflip. Reveal. Pathos the Third. Oh, that one's super scary. Okay. Okay. I don't care if I lose a little bit of money from doing all this research. I have a lot These are making me a lot of money. These are making me money. This chief beef lost 14 whole dollars. I don't care about 14 whole dollars, but we are getting profits from our shops. We're losing money on the facilities, but that's as, like, the point of the facilities. Although, the restrooms are offsetting their operating costs through the $1 fee that we're charging for them. Yeah, a little bit of a loss right now. I did a lot of... I did training, right? So the staff wages went way up. And of course, the research costs are super high. And the ride just broke down great, so I've lost a whole bunch of money because of lack of ride income. Oh well. Research my stuff, please! I'm now out of coffee. Oh well. My park rating has gone down. Oh, and it went up again as soon as the thing got fixed. So the ride doesn't count towards park rating when it's broken down. That's a key thing to know. Should I... or do I need to refurbish? Not really. By the way, gentle rides don't break down quite as often. If you didn't know that either, that's another key thing. The thrill rides break down faster. Hammer swing, not quite what I'm looking for. Iron claw, not quite what I'm looking for here. Okay. Challenge mode. Where is my cube? Where is my cube? Research project ready. Degen. Okay. Golden. Like, I don't know what any of these are. You know what? I'm not gonna bother. My blueprints. What could I build? This is a thing. I will build you one of my first roller coasters that I built. In the save. One of the first. In the whole save. Shall we improve it? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, the exit's on the other side. And I can't go under. Yes, let's have a very sinuous pathway. Sure. Yeah. Let's make this area a facility area. ATM. Chief beef. Gulpy. Don't have gift shops. Oh well. Yep, first aid out the back of that, because this is actually a fairly nauseating ride. Let's get our good friend, the Flamethrower Burst. Why'd you end up way up there? Huh? $85. Come on. I know you can do better than that. That should be 100. There you go. Trigger sequences, yes. You need a couple of those. Doesn't matter where. They just need to exist. Done. You need a test, of course. You're a roller coaster. You always have to test a roller coaster first. But we're gonna plop scenery so that we can scrounge up some more prestige out of this by increasing the track scenery rating, which is currently high. That's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, you can be open. Sure. You're a little nauseating, but that's fine. This will bring people up in this direction. Wild Blue has been fixed. Money is a little low after all of that, but we now have a roller coaster that's going to be attracting people. And ideally cycling pretty quickly. That's a very short ride. Already made 625. Just needs to bring more people over there. How are we looking? You... Alright, we're good. Ish. We're not good. Hold up. Staff. Now we're good. Well. We have a park. It's not like mega Uber or anything, but it's profitable. It is a park that didn't die immediately on harder challenge mode. We're now halfway through today's stream, meaning that it is in fact that time to take a brief break. It does look like we are. It is half as much on the guess as park rating. Challenge is available. Oh boy. No. We're going to take a brief break just for a few minutes, and I will be back shortly. I've returned. I realized I didn't actually, like, go to the menu, so you had two music tracks playing at the same time from the game and the other thing. Oh, great. Wonderful. I was too distracted with, you know, needing to go to the bathroom. So, today, now, for our second half of the stream, I have no idea what to do. Because we have a successful park that is earning money when stuff isn't broken down, of course. We have a bit of a buffer for when stuff breaks down for money. People flood right back into rides that break down as they're fixed, so that's glorious. I think I need another mechanic. Build a restaurant. I need to, you know, unlock a restaurant. Yeah, I guess we could look at these quote-unquote features. Restaurants. Hey, let's unlock those. See what they're like. If it's just like putting a chief beef in a building, I'm gonna be really upset. The whirly rig is no longer new. Oh, noes! Its prestige is gonna go down. Oh, noes! Oh well. Wild Blue 1 has broken down. Great. I think they're breaking down a little bit too quickly for my tastes. Let's be completely honest. I mean, yes, lifetime profit is positive, but if they start breaking down so much that lifetime profit goes negative, we're gonna have to delete the thing. How you doing? You're working yourself off. Research ready. We've unlocked the forge. Okay. Ah, finally! Finally! Oh, we have to dump all of our money into this. Completely gyroscopic. This is the cube. We have finally unleashed the cube. Oh, joy. Oh, bliss. Finally, we shall cube. There shall be a cube. Now, which one of these is going to get replaced for the cube? I don't really want to have two of them. And considering how often it's freaking breaking down on me, I don't think I want to have two of them. Grand scheme of things, these Wild Blues, which only have 12 riders, I think it's only one rider per plane, right? Pause. Yeah, it's only one rider per plane. 12 riders at a time, even though they're paying $30 each, when it's 30 times 12, yeah, that's $360 per ride, but the ride time is 224.1 seconds, so these rides are only making me $1.60 per ride second. Compare that to, you know, when this thing eventually gets people over here, it broke down. When this thing eventually gets people over here, the duration of this ride is 51.3 seconds. It holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 people on it at a time, up to 20. So 25 times 20 is $500 when it's full, divided by 51.3 seconds. That's $9.75 per ride second when there's people over here. Part of the issue right now is getting enough people over here, and yeah, that could be solved with a ride, frankly. A flat ride over here, partially. Restaurants. It's a, it's a thing, that's for sure. Hotels are technically also a thing that I have no idea about. The coaster has in fact been fixed, and now there's some more magnetism out here. I call it magnetism because, I mean, that's generally how it works. Rides that are open attract guests towards them. They're bringing guests towards them. When it's just the one ride, if it breaks down, it stops magnetizing people to that area of the park until it's fixed again. So you, generally speaking, want to have areas of stronger-ish magnetism of multiple rides. Because right now, people want to hang out here in this entrance area. They don't want to go over here as much, besides the ones that specifically want to go here for this roller coaster. And then others are going to be like, oh, hey, there's a roller coaster here. And then they walk up to it, and this roller coaster is too nauseating for me. It's too intense for me. Achieve a park rating of 1200. These challenges give you $1,000, but cheese. We're gonna have to have some cheese. I have done the thing. Here, cancel it immediately. Cheese. Like, oh hey, I have a park rating of 1200. Yeah, sure, let's just start a marketing campaign and kill it immediately. Okay, buildings. Shops, excuse me. So, is there a pre-built restaurant? No. There's the restaurant that has an expansion. How does this work? What even is? Okay, it's a restaurant. What do you do? You can connect expansions, determine what... Oh, this is similar to the other thingy. Select the building. Edit the building, add the expansions, connect the expansions, and then we have 2 expansions. Hello, welcome. I am figuring out the restaurant for the first time. Like, what even is all this? More appealing to adults, increases the prestige for larger. Slightly more appealing, small increase in prestige. Internet access. Go. Confirm. Menu. Why, hello there. Yes, you're gonna offer Gulpy Energy. You're gonna charge $3.50. You're gonna charge $5. 750. I don't have a cheat sheet for this. Franchise fees? Oh boy. That's just, no. They need to offer a drink, so we're gonna have that as the drink. Did I not increase you? There. People will pay money for drink. Why do you have up and down arrows that increase only by a cent each? Like, huh? Sure, why not? There, you'll have that, no extras. Why does that say 0 active? Huh? Why does that say 0 active? I just get the thing for the gulpy energy. Like, hello? You are active. Drinks, 1 active. There you go. Is a bit bland. Yeah, I know, because we need to add scenery rating around it. Huzzah, scenery. We're gonna add in a glorious gingerbread house. Where's the door? This gingerbread house doesn't have an entrance. Does that count? Yes, it does. Scenery. So this one's... The restaurants are a little bit different. Wow, that did not count much. Okay, it updated 81%. Like, I spent over $1,000 and that's what you give me? You give me jack all! Let's see, are you gonna count? 3 whole percent. Thanks. Hey. Magical floating. There. You added jack all. Undo that. Put it here. You added jack all. So does this actually require a variety of scenery? Interesting. Why, though? Alright. Have flames! Hey, they counted! 1% each. This is my glorious restaurant. The entrance is flanked by flamethrowers. Everyone wants to go to a restaurant that's flanked by flamethrowers. Everyone wants to go to a restaurant flanked by flamethrower bursts. Absolutely. Everybody wants the flamethrower burst restaurant. Okay, there are 2 tables taken. We can add additional tables by adding expansions, which are these things. Okay. Research ready. The cube. The game is now broken. As much as I would like to continue with the thrill rides, in fact I do, because there's another one that's also really good, a big tower, the big tower one. That one's actually really good too. But the cube. The cube is going to replace one of these. I'm Gosh, which one? Who is the one who has broken down the most? It's hard to tell, because this recent downtime is in the last 8 months. This one, right here, appears to have broken down the most, and it will get deleted from the face of existence. And it will be replaced with the cube. Oh, the cube. The cube is glorious. And I already have a queue and an exit for my beautiful cube. Just gonna add a token flamethrower burst, because we're already at 100%. The sequence for the cube. You're gonna do the forward flip 11 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 forward flips. And I will add a trigger sequence. You are going to trigger the flamethrower burst, the singular flamethrower burst. Done. Test the machine. This machine holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24 people at a time. The ride sequence takes 77.2 seconds. Interesting. I would think that that was a little bit higher the last I checked. Did I count? Hold up. Am I actually able to count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. People are going to pay $28 at the moment to ride this ride. 28 times 24 is $672. Divided by 77.2 ride seconds, this ride makes $8.70 per ride second when full. And maintaining rider throughput. For a ride that has an excitement of 2.57. Also, yeah, first aid. Gonna be required. So the cube for the cube will be maxed at all times. People love to ride my cube. And it cycles guests really, really quickly. The best of rides. Way more than the $1.60 something. $1.60 that this ride makes per ride second. For the Wild Blue. It's wonderful. Only the roller coaster would be better if it had enough guests on it. Ah, boy. So I've unlocked hotels. Something tells me hotels are going to be a identical type of facility as the restaurant. And something tells me that the restaurant is going to lose me money. Prestige is 3 stars. People want more to choose from. Okay, have the burger. Have the burger. That's more to choose from. Have the option to use to have a gulpy slush for $3. Many guests are in fact thirsty. Here, have the tropical smoothie for $4 as an option. This month's profit minus $1,000. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, why not add all the extensions? Because the only thing that it does is increases tables. I can. I'm seeing that I am at 8 out of 10. I was briefly at 10 out of 10 for the tables taken. A challenge is complete. Why, thank you for the $1,100. Yeah, so the expansions only really add tables. And we, hey! Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy, for the exception that no one's using it. Magic Twirl. The magical twirl. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that this is the case. Oh no, the whirly rig broke down. All the meal options? Because for every single... Alright, look, I could add all of these for the existing brands as additional options, sure. But the thing is, then I have to go individually to increase all these prices because none of these have good pricings on them at the start. And you pay an extra $100 per franchise, per brand you offer at the restaurant. So could I go through and add, like, all the things? Sure. But the more things we have, I guarantee the more expensive it will be for each item that you add, adding to the overall monthly expenses per item and a franchise fee. On top of that, $5.50, $4.50, $4. Just do the thing. Everything is too expensive for me. Oh noes. Oh noes. So what impacts this star rating? Expansions added. Okay, we're 9 out of 10. Let's select the building. Edit the building. Add in extra. Excuse me. Can't I just, like, stack them? 1, 2... Like, that works. Use the multi-select expansion. Yeah, confirm. We have 10 out of 10 expansions. We can have 42 tables. Ta-da! We still only have 3 stars. Like, huh? Takes into account restaurant perks, scenery rating, number of brands, and expansions added. Alright. So then... Best sellers this month: Gulpy Slush Energy and Cheesy Pasta. Let's add in Mexcellente. Let's add in the fries. Are we 4 stars? We are 4 stars. Now, do we want to switch off of internet access, which adds slightly more appealing and small increase in prestige, to increase prestige of larger restaurants? I want... This can be an adult venue. Yeah. And I will need to confirm the change. And does this bring me 5 stars? What do I need to do to be 5 stars in Prestige? Probably click all the buttons. I think I may just have to click all of the buttons. Let's see what happens. I've got 15 grand to play with for money for the moment, so if this ends up being, like, awful, a most terrible of terrible ideas, I now have all of the things. We are, in fact, 5-star Prestige! Now, rather than being a, adult venue, what if we go back to internet access? Confirm changes. We did go down to 4-star Prestige by only providing internet access. So we need to specialize the venue towards something. Who do we have more of in the park? Adult groups. So adult venue, this shall be. Reveal. Ah, that's the one I was looking for. Or one of the ones I was looking for, anyway. Rides. The solar... No, the sun flare is not actually the one I was looking for. This has very few people on the ride. I'm looking for the Screaminator as the next major thrill ride. The Screaminator fits over 20 people on it at a time. Oh yeah, you're net profit right now. You've already made your money back and then some. 2 grand by itself. The cube is amazing. Everyone loves my cube. So the only problem is we don't have 42 tables being taken up at a time. We're still losing money. We are, in fact, still losing money here. The issue is magnetism. We need to attract more people to this area of the park. And how will we do that? With a ride. More rides. Pathos 3 earns a lot of money. My coaster broke down. Oh, noes. Obstructed? By what? By the ATM, most likely. You hold the control button down, by the way, to prevent the snapping to the path. See? Hold control and it stops the auto-connect. Pathos 3! What do I need for you? Let me see here. Pathos 3. We are going to do top spin and top spin reverse 4 times. Top spin reverse. Top spin, reverse, top spin, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test scenery. Flamethrower bursts. that should be enough. Also, bins. Don't forget your bins. Excuse me. Bin. There. No one's here for these. So, we're going to, in fact, edit building, delete, delete. Because we have this restaurant here, right? We want to make sure that the restaurant's getting people. Oh yeah, we have to, make trigger sequences. Hello, Ollie. How's my Ollie? How's my boy? Hey. How's my baby? That's my baby? Baby boy? Hey, you. How's my Ollie? Yes. Show us that face. Show us those eyes. Those pretty eyes. Yes, those pretty eyes. Yellow and green. Challenge complete? I had a challenge? It gave me that again. Sure. Apparently, I have a staff happiness of 100. Who knew? I doubt it. I have a staff happiness of 100. As it turns out. Across all of my staff. Well, who'd have thought? The thing got fixed. Good. Finally. Bring me more magnetism, Pathos 3. I need more magnetism over here. Oh, and we also have a 1200 park rating. In case we ever get that again. This ride is a lot of stuffs. Okay. $15.99 times 3. Oh, that's, yes. We're gonna charge 47 for you. And you take 8, 16, 24. You're another... Oh. 24 times 47 divided by 129.9. This ride makes $8.68 per ride second. This is a really good ride. This is a really good ride to have. This is an amazing ride to have over here. Yeah. I need ATMs. I have an ATM right there. So how dare you say that you don't have enough money to ride this? There's an ATM right here. Go get the money to ride the thing. And also, join my restaurant. Go to my restaurant. Get fed at my restaurant. And have drinks. Be profitable. Just be profitable. Hyper spin. Oh joy. We're losing money on this restaurant because we just don't have guests going here. Like, people are just walking right past rather than going in to get seated in the restaurant. Yeah. This is too much like the staff building mechanic. And, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't see why it's a thing that even exists in this form. Like, how is this even remotely a thing that people can think actually adds to the experience of the game. Like, I don't see this restaurant thing adding to the experience of the game. Like, it's adding tedium to the game. That's what it's adding, with trying to figure out what all the correct prices are. There's too much choice now. There is too much choice. I cannot decide. I cannot possibly decide. There is in fact too much choice. So they actually punish you for having too much choice, huh? Well, you know what? Goodbye. I don't want you. I can make far more money off of a gulpy and a chief beef. You know, it would help to just be able to plop this. I can make so much more money off of just a gulpy and a chief beef here. Like right here. Gulpy energy and chief beef. Here, vendors get paid more. Yeah, like there's just no point to restaurants at all. I don't see the point. And I'm willing to bet that it's exactly the same on hotels. Like I don't see there being any difference in how that mechanic works on hotels. It's a hotel foyer, and then the luxury room and a standard room. Oh joy. It's the same bowl. That is a sundial. That is not the Screaminator. We're looking for a Screaminator. Let me see. Oh, I can afford this. Yo. Yes. Thanks. I will. I will absolutely build this thing. This is my King Coaster coaster. Okay, go there. Q, drop. Alright, you need to test, but I need to add couple trigger sequences. I need to add objects to trigger. Oh wow, I still have 12 grand. Even after all of that? Okay. Sure. That should be 100. Yep. Triggers. First one can stay where it is. Trigger those. Second one will go all the way over here. Confirm. Done. And then we need to add scenery, buildings, blueprints. Just random stuff all over the place. I'm sure that somewhere there's like a breakdown of what is the best item that offers the most like, points per dollar. Like, scenery points per dollar. There's got to be something like that around, right? You should now say very high, and you do. I could charge a little bit more, so I will. As for you, you need to complete your circuit, show up with all the stuff. You are very high track scenery rating. People are going to pay 41. Open. Where's the nearest ATM? Little far away, so we're going to add ourselves an ATM right next to the entrance. We're going to add a first aid right outside the exit. We're going to plop down a restroom over here just in case, and we're going to let people do their thing. The ride is now open. KC airtime. I made 10 grand in a month. Just gonna point out. I made 10 grand in a month. I have a park rating of 1900. I have close to 1,000 guests in the park. I have over 800. And they are happy. They are, in fact, very happy to be here. My staff is very happy. Somehow. My staff has 100% happiness. The people are very happy. I have immense amount of research happening. The aeronauts. Like, I am just researching all of the things for the sake of researching all of the things, basically, at this point. I would like to add a Screaminator at some point, but you know what? Nah, we're fine. Let's see. So people are saying that they don't have the money. That's fine. I've got an ATM right here. You can go and you can get the money. I guarantee that you can go and you can get the money. You keep breaking down. I'm gonna end up replacing you. Pathos, why you... Alright. How is this doing? Are you profitable? Yes, you have earned a lifetime profit. How about you? You are still fresh, but you will make me money. I guarantee it. We have 13 grand again. This roller coaster. The Gears of Fear. Okay, that's unlocked. I would like to have the Screaminator, please. The carousel broke down. Wow. That's surprising. Yes, there are multiple broken down rides. I don't care. The carousel was fixed. The cube! Aw, poor cube. You're still new. And yet you broke down on me. How sad. The cube is my workhorse for the income, by the way. The, yeah, $15,000 lifetime profit. Scissors doing pretty good, though. Pathos is about to surpass even the cube. But that Venetian Carousel, holy God! That carousel has brought me in $43,500 in lifetime profit over its lifespan, which has been, I don't even know how long. How long have you been here? That would be under prestige. Not like you're established. It will be aging in 3 years and 2 months. Research ready to be revealed. The bump around. Bumpin' Derby. Oh joy. I can do another research if I wanted to. Sure, let's work on getting into the balloons. Challenge is available. Build a coaster 1,700 meters long. See, I know why this thing keeps breaking down. Multiple shops are very busy. Which one? It said Gulpy 3? That's this one. There is... You're not having problems. Staff. By workload. Oh. There you go. Be trained. I have 20 grand. Just so you know. There's 20 grand right now in my pocket. I'm gonna plonk some scenery. Why? Just because I feel like it. Research ready to be revealed. Alright, we got Sky Ace. Oh joy. Drilling range of motion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the Screaminator. I just want 2,000 rating. Research project ready. That's fantastic. Looney Bloons! Let's go. 750. The cube broke down again? Huh. Weird. Pathos broke down. I have 2 mechanics. This is easy enough to take care of. My goodness. Alright, let's see here. Shall I build... How many people is that? That's a lot of people. That is a... What in the world? That's 8 by 8. That's 8 by 8. Excuse me? Insanity. You are, in fact, insane. This ride holds 64 people at a time. Am I nuts? Like that seems a little broken. What? Hey. This ride holds a lot of people, so the queue doesn't need to be too particularly long. Ahem. Insanity. Hold on. Insanity. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, loop. Double loop, double loop. loop. Reverse loop. Reverse double loop. Reverse double loop. Reverse loop. Do that, please. Flamethrower bursts. Go, go, go. Be my friend. You should be at 100. Twigger. Done. Twigger. Done. Test. Like 64 people on this ride at a time. And how much per person? And how long's the ride time? What are we thinking? What's your ride time duration? So 33 times 64. Divide by 140. This ride makes $15.09 per ride second if you can fill it with people constantly. Now that is objectively better than any roller coaster I have seen. I now have Looney Balloons. Hey, hey. Shop. Looney Balloons. Looniest of balloons. You shall be placed here. The looniest of loony balloons. Let's go. Pricing, I think, is 14. But I'm always wrong. 10.5. I am always wrong. There you go. So, yeah. That's a little broken. $15 per ride second. Because this ride can hold 64 people. That's a lot of people on the ride at a time. We have 2,233 prestige, and I'm not running marketing. And half that amount as guests. I don't even have a Screaminator yet. Like, what? Well, I think I have a new favorite flat ride. Better than the Cube. Like, the Insanity is simply better than the Cube. Strictly better. Supremely better. You've already paid for yourself. People love their balloons. You have, in fact, paid for yourself. Staff. Train. This Sculpey Energy 3 needs a partner. There you go. Now the overflow goes next door. Both of my roller coasters have broken down. Oh, noes! Here, let's add a... Not a janitor. Another mechanic. There you go. Make sure all those inspections happen. Oh my gosh. Now, if only we could actually fill it. The chair-o-plane. Wonderful. I am, in fact, doing research just for the sake of doing research at this point. Like, there's no reason that I can think of for needing to do much else here. We've made an extremely successful park. I have 30 grand right now sitting in the bank account. It's just glorious. It's just amazing how broken this game is. Like, this game is so extremely broken, balance-wise, that even on hard, really? You broke down that fast? You, refurbish. You probably don't need it yet. You're fine. I think most of my rides are still fine. Oh yeah, I made 10 grand in a month. How lovely. Challenge available. No. Well, how's the research coming along? If I wanted to make even more insane amounts of money, I would just be placing down infinity of insanity. You broke again? Oh, hey, Streamlabs refreshed, so you should have just had a blip. Overflowing bins. Okay, let's add another janitation. Let's add 2 janitations. Janitation staff, let's go. Get paid a little bit more. Wow, I only had 1 janitation staff up till now. Yeah, let's try to hire a few more people. In fact, how's the security? It's really hard to tell. Alright, you are Looper. Not a great ride. Looper doesn't hold that many people. Spin to win. That may be worthwhile. Security guards. I have 3 of them. I think we'll be fine with security for the moment. And it all started with a wild blue. It all started with a wild blue, a milkshake stand, and that was it. And then a Venetian Carousel, And then another wild blue. Are you joking? Oh, that was a regular ride. A gentle ride. I was like, huh? Are you not gonna give me any more thrill rides? I don't like that we have to do these one at a time after a certain point. Like, I have 3 research slots. I would like to be able to research 3 thrill rides at any given time. The interesting question is, why are there not 64 people coming here all at once? Because this ride's operating at not even half. It's interesting. Not enough people are being attracted this direction. And it's like, I've got an ATM. So many people want balloons. Wow. How lovely. I think I need another Looney Balloons. I need another Looney Balloons right across the street. Rotate. Looney Balloons, yes. Enjoy. Spread the wealth. It all goes into my pockets, ultimately. The F-25, okay. Next. The most pinnacle of speed. Go. The pinnacleist. The highest. Most highest of the high. Absolute pinnacle. We shall have all of the speed. I'm still shocked how simple this ultimately ends up being. Like, Like, this is supposedly your hardest possible challenge. Okay. Absolutely terrifying. I think we have finally met the Screaminator. But I could be wrong. They may have some other definition of absolutely terrifying that I don't know about. Personally, I think this ride is absolutely terrifying. I don't know about you, but I would consider this ride to be absolutely terrifying. The Collider. Like, I would consider that to be absolutely terrifying. Yo. Collider. Yeah, you hold quite a few people. I think I'm okay with that. This is a gentle ride. But as I said, it holds a lot of people. Gosh, if I could place you... like here. Aha! Perfect. This will act as a bit more of a magnet for people out this way. Let's see. Give me my good friend, the Flamethrower Burst. Okay. Collider. What do we got? We are going to be doing clockwise high loops 6 times. That is what you are going to do. I would also like to add 2 trigger sequences, just in case. Done. Go. Yes, it does this. Yes, this is considered a gentle ride. This is considered a gentle ride. Now, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. 20 with 1 individual each. Okay, I can see something like this being themed on like a space thing. 765. Okay, so 22 is what we'll charge. 22 times 20. Divide by 119.7. That's still pretty decent. It's $3.68 per ride second. But it counts as a gentle ride, which also means that it won't quite break down as often, ideally. And all guest types will be attracted to it. Particularly the family units will be attracted to it. Research projects ready to be revealed. We have unlocked the Screaminator! Huzzah! Huzzee huzzoo. We have unlocked another efficient ride. Okay. The Screaminator. One of my favorites. I was about to say, please God, let me place this under the thing. Would you let me place it? It's a little too tall, actually. It fits. No, it wasn't placed right. Ah! Screaminator. Screaminator. Okay. Let's get you proper. You are not... we got it. Right there. Go. As close as I'm gonna get. Right there is the perfect spot for the Screaminator. Yes. We just have a roller coaster going all the way, climbing all the way over top before its big drop. And then we have the Screaminator. How many people ride on this ride at one time? I do not know. I have not counted. There's a lot of seats here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's greater than 30. You know what? Sure, we can count. So from this line here, we've got 1, 2, 3. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40? 40, I think. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's 40 riders. Okay, on the Screaminator, we are in fact going to drop twice. We need to plop an entrance and an exit. We need to place... Excuse me? There you go. A challenge is now available. What is the challenge? Have a hotel with at least 2 rooms. No. I refuse. Yeah, it fits perfectly. It's so nice that you get to drop. The Pinnacle of Speed has unlocked the Zenith. That makes sense. The Zenith is the pinnacle. That is a synonym. What do we get? Genie. I wish I could set this to be max automatically. Okay, we've got 950 prestige. Okay. We're gonna be charging $28 for this ride. This ride holds 40 people at a time and takes 138.6 seconds. This ride makes $8.08. When at max throughput per ride second. Will it reach max rider throughput? Probably not, this being the harder difficulty. Oh yes, flames! We forgot our flames! Oh boy! Flames are gonna add even more prestige, and I can probably eke out another $1 or $2. You should be at 100. 172?100. Twiggers. Flames. Flames. Done. Go. That will update. That had better update. People will magnetize eventually up here. And of course, everyone coming off of the... Really? You quit. Why? I don't know. I don't need this job anyway. Goodbye. Rehire. You apparently want 180. We'll pay you 190. 135. Like, I don't get it. Why did you not work? Like, why did you leave? Okay, so if you're 145 at 2, 55, 65, so you want significantly more. Alright. Maybe I should be increasing them by 15 each for the janitors. I mean, it doesn't matter. I have 48 grand. I have close to 50 grand. Oh. Well, that added a bit. Yes, so we can actually charge $39 times 40 people divided by the ride time of 138.7. Oh yeah, this Screaminator can make $11.24 per ride second if you had the rider throughput. Thing is, not many people are being magnetized out this way for whatever reason. Anyone who gets on the roller coaster, though, will funnel out and necessarily go past this ride. In fact, because of that, I want an ATM here. A remote ATM. I would also like to plonk, excuse me, a Gulpy and a Chief Beef out over here. This will, in fact, attract some guests. No, the Insanity is the ultimate competitor to the Cube. The Insanity holds 64 people at a time. It has 0 queue time because it can just hold everyone who wants to ride it. This thing, if at max throughput, is over $15 a second of ride time. Over 15. The Cube is like 9. Like it's literal insanity. This ride is completely broken. The Hellion Ring. I am completely finished with my researches of thrill rides. We have all of the thrill rides unlocked. No. This is basically a swinging inverter ship from Roller Coaster Tycoon. At least it seems to be, like, in terms of, like, G-force equivalence, a swinging inverter ship. It does like full loop arounds. Multiple rides have been fixed. Rides are breaking down. Of course, it's the difficulty. That's what I'm gonna blame anyway. Is the difficulty. People are coming up here, so that's decent. They are flooding over. Huzzah. Gee, if only this ride had uptime. Refurbish. Refurbish. Anyone else breaking down constantly? You, refurbish. Liability. This one's doing okay. What was that? Too many guests are trying to use the Gulpy and the Looney Balloons. Huh. I have 2 Gulpy energies here. And they're still complaining about too many people at the Gulpy Energy. Hello, stuff. Vintage cheese. The mouse hunt. Okay. Radius. Glorious. Go. You. 3,000. Next, another roller coaster. 3,000. Said 3,000. Well, I think this has been an interesting journey. Oh wow, that's the only, I think the second time the Venetian Carousel has ever broken down. So that's okay. What a park. We still have all the way to this line out here in terms of space that we could potentially build. Like, there's all of this still available for the park. Huh? Wow. But my park is successful. We can push like a 3,000 park rating. I can plonk a whole bunch of buildings everywhere. Just dump all of my funds into these gingerbread houses. And just fill the map with scenery. And we're almost above 3,000 scenery rating already. There we go, 3,000 scenery rating. We have surpassed 3 grand. Multiple staff members have high workload. Oh noes. Staff. Hey, staff, go. Train. I'm gonna start clicking the button 3 times on these higher upgrades. Oh, and I guess I should have checked that I'm paying all of these dudes at base level properly. So we have 3,083 park rating now, thanks to a scenery rating of 846. There is a park balance bonus of 234. Don't know how that works, but hey, the more money that you have, the higher your park rating is. And I don't have any marketing. Our guest count should go up to about 1,500 and stay around that level. Because it appears that it's capped at about half your park rating for this particular challenge, harder difficulty challenge. The big wheel. There are still more. Oh boy. Go, Max. So, what are my thoughts on Planet Coaster? I think I've made it pretty clear. I think it's an extremely easy game. There are several aspects to it that I would improve, and I've mentioned those a few times, I think. There should really be a pretty big penalty for having the same exact type of ride multiple times in your park. Like, if you have multiple of the exact same ride, there should be a pretty big penalty for that. People should only want to ride on one of them with a pretty big cooldown period before wanting to ride another of the same ride. That would, I think, solve a fair amount of the issues. The other one is just, I shouldn't be able to charge $33 to ride on a ride, or $39 to ride on a ride, $27, $41 to ride on a ride that takes me 101 seconds to complete. Like, no, nothing is worth that cost. Like, it's completely out of whack. There's some things you can charge over $50 for. I'm pretty sure that there are people who have pushed Prestige over $2,000 and are charging like over $60 for stuff. It's just insane. Complete and utter insanity. The lack of balance on prices in this game. It's just ugh. It's just ugh. And then, of course, I've mentioned several times setting all of this up, every single new game is a pain in the rear end for all of these extras, and having to tick the checkbox on each individual extra and set all of them to your desired amounts. There really needs to be a much faster way to fix that, or to set that information. And then, you know, the game doesn't have weather. The game doesn't have weather at all. That would be a good thing. I would like to see weather and umbrella sales. The Sky Watcher. Ha! A gentle version of Screaminator. Yeah, that's a thing. Balance the entry fees so that people actually can use it. That's another thing. It's like I've never had a desire to use park entrance fees here. Like it just seems rather lackluster when you can charge so much for a single ride on a ride. I can empty guests' pockets significantly faster by making them pay per ride than pay at the entrance. Like if I charge money at the entrance, they have to have that money coming in to the park. As they spawn in, they have to have that much money to pay for the ride, to pay for the entrance fee, and then additional money to pay for all of my services within, because that's really how you're making your money in that type of a setup. It's like your chances are you are in fact losing money on the ride maintenance cost and coaster running costs when you run a park entrance ticket setup, but you make money off of the shops. And the shops don't make anywhere near as much money as the rides do if you were to just charge for the rides. And then you could also make money off the shops. So it's like, okay, sure. I don't see much reason to do park entrance shenanigans. Especially when there are only 1,500 people for a scenario such as this. You're limited to half your park rating on people. If you aren't as limited on the number of people actively in your park at any one time, you can very easily make a setup that is quickly cycling people and charging the park entrance fee to earn money that by setting it up to quickly cycle a whole bunch of people in the park and have a whole bunch of services set up for everyone. Because if someone leaves the park and they are unhappy, they get a refund. Like, no questions asked refunds exist in this park that you set up. There's no denying refunds to anyone. They get a refund if they leave unhappy. And you know a great way to have someone leave unhappy? Having them ejected from a ride that just broke down. They will immediately demand back the entire entry fee to the park. If a ride breaks down and they're in the queue for it sometimes, it's a little obnoxious. It's a little obnoxious. But, you know what? All that said and done, we've reached the end of the stream. And with my bustling park made in harder difficulty challenge mode, we will set up a, this is the hardest. If only I could have a question mark. This is harder, or so they say. There we go. Yeah. I think we've experienced what the game has to offer at this point. And, you know, I'm happy to go back to this, to have gone back to this, to go through all the career mode again, and just go in and have a look at challenge mode to see that it's not actually challenging in the slightest. Even on the hardest difficulty. It's a neat little thing. It's unfortunately not a game that I would play for hundreds of hours. Little sad, but, you know, so we don't need to have every game be a 100+ hour game. it is goodish for what it is. It's just really easy. It's just really easy for someone like me who likes to play efficiently. You can play a little bit too efficiently in this game. I don't want there to be such a thing as too efficient. I want the game to be balanced so that it is, yes, easier when playing efficiently, but not to this degree. Like, this is too strong. Too utterly broken. Yeah, it's way too easy to make money. Way too easy to make money. And just build whatever the heck you want after that. But, yeah. With that, folks, we've reached the end of this series, as well as, at least for the time being, streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I will no longer be doing my Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. I'll be using it to do other types of recording for and editing of content for the channel going forward, so I don't have to do it in the afternoon. And yeah, with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's stream and the series of Planet Coaster, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting that great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back on Tuesdays and Thursdays with more of my Factorio C-Block playthrough, and I will continue streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays going forward. I hope to see you all on the next one.